What is this event? Holy shit. Melania looks like a giant. This Gulliver Travels.
She's reading to children.
She's reading to people who can't read? Yes. Are you blacks that read? Well, read this. Fuck off. I have an appointment to sit in a gold tub for 7 years. Can you let me know when we get the Filato point?
Go ahead.
We're on?
Yes.
Have we been on? I don't care. Let me get some refreshing water. I have developed a drink using just water. That's the only thing you need is to overpay for fucking water. I mean, George Carlin was at his best when he was angry, and sometimes he didn't even need a punchline. He was just fucking mad. I'm gonna try to think of the year. By the way, the great Johnny Styne is here. Johnny Styne, a comedy writer. We proved that when we read his article in American Bystander. And you get another article in there yet, John? You're going to do, but you're on this. They're expecting another article from you.
Oh yeah, guy texts me every day.
And do you have a premise? It's a comedic magazine, a la The Onion, and a lot of funny people, really credible, funny motherfuckers are writing for it. Johnny, in my mind, being one of them. And the first installment from Johnny Styne, it was imagining a phone conversation between Noah Wiley's Ark, right? I'm kidding. Go ahead. What was the first one? Explain.
Love and Mercy 2.
Love and Mercy 2. So it's
Brian Wilson from the Beach
Brian
Boys.
Wilson from
John
the Beach
Cusack.
Boys. And John Cusack. Now, Dan says John Cusack stinks. John Cusack. Not the acting. He has a body odor.
I've heard that.
Yeah. Yes. You have, really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow.
It's like a Jamie Lee Curtis thing.
That she had a dick.
Yeah.
Well, I heard she had a micro dick. Which, by the way, was my nickname in high school. Which, it was like calling a fat guy tiny. All right. Hey, micro dick Lang. All right, buddy. My buddy Mike Martin, he had a couple of nicknames. One was the Joker. And not because, he's a funny fucking guy, but not because, you ever meet Mike Martin?
I don't think so.
He is just a ball of pale Irish dough, like you pour him into something, and he just becomes that shape. and he is built like a solid rock. And he would, if he was drunk anywhere from the years 1981 to 1998, and had a Marlboro Red in his hand from the 6th grade on. He had this big paw. If you got into a bar fight with him, all Martin had to do was go like this. A back open hand with the Marlboro Light, and he had the ability to switch the Marlboro Light from the flame being out to in right before he hit your forehead, like this. and like the bouncers, and he was a protector. And if he had a certain blood alcohol level, you weren't stopping the fight. A fight was going to happen. Now, every once in a while, kids from the other side of the tracks will try to test that. So one of the first dates I took my lovely ex-fiancée, Adrian, to was a Springsteen concert, a Bruce Springsteen concert in Madison Square Garden. I never told the story when I was with her because she was embarrassed by it. She shouldn't be. She did nothing wrong. But this is when you go, with certain people in life, and I don't know why I'm sharing this anecdote, but I'll share it. Dad is going to keep looking at the board. So I'm going to, okay. Adrian rushes me up to the front of the stage as Springsteen starts to sing what I told her was my favorite song. Of course, Incident on 57th Street. You can get that in the Lang newsletter. She recognized lyrics, and she grabbed me and she pulls me aside. I guess in pulling me, I think she had a blood alcohol level. I think her blood alcohol level was Babe Ruth's lifetime slugging percentage, which was 690, I believe. So she pulls me to the side of the. So she pulls me to the front of the Springsteen concert, and at some point. She weighs 98 pounds and has a blood alcohol level of 690. She hits a guy. I don't know what she did. She hit a guy, not on purpose. The guy's a huge man. And when I saw it, I said, hey, sorry, man. The guy just had the biggest asshole look. Like he had a cop mustache, but wasn't a great cop. One of the great people. I'll be speaking at Blue Lives Matter March 25th, by the way, guys. All right. I see fucking one millennial with a smartphone and a camera on you writing a ticket. Guess what? That kid's going to have the word Adirondack on his forehead. Adirondack. So this guy just a real asshole. He looked like he just took his shirt out of his pants to shit. Like one of those looks. That these guys at after hours bars where you could do coke, these big fat guys would come in with their shirt tucked in. They do 2 lines off the pool table, leave to go to the private bathroom, walk out with the shirt out. And like, what happened in there? What wrong happened in there? Something wrong happened in there. Who's gonna write it? I don't know. It ain't gonna be the chick who's dating Sam Gravano who's pouring the Heineken. He went in there, took the shirt out to shit, and then left it out. Just left it out. Quite frankly, he looked better with it out. And he probably just came from a christening or something. Like, you know, it says to his fucking disgusting wife.
Oh, God.
I'm paraphrasing. You know, his fucking disgusting wife who just, where's the money buried, Anthony? Shut up. It's not based on a real conversation. So, yeah, he goes in there, he goes to the christening, and he tolerates the small talk of her family. Oh, really, 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 really? Fuck off. How do I not kill you?
Oh, God.
How do I not wake up every day and kill you, Dan? I'm sorry. With your faux Cub hat. Mr. fucking Cub fan over here. Hey, the Cubs win the World Series 108 years. Electricity wasn't discovered yet. 108 years. Thomas Edison was in grade school. 108 years. And this is a typical Chicago gutter sniper. 2 days later, Dan's going, fucking Northwestern. What? Fucking Northwestern? You should be next to Rizzo getting a blowjob still. Mark Grace did that without even winning. Yeah. So yeah. So what story was I telling? Oh, the
Springsteen,
right? Okay, thank you. That was good. That's producing. So the guy, this narrative I got from that to his shirt and the shitting. It's unbelievable. It's called segues. The guy said something to Adrian. To this day, I don't know what he said, but she started to cry. Now look, this is like a first date with this broad at this point. Okay, she's stunning looking. Adrian was stunning looking to me. I always thought. I mean, you know, I guess people have types and stuff, but you Google me and her on Letterman. Google our 3 names David Letterman and watch when they put her on camera. Stunning. I saw Letterman getting hard in front of me. Artie, is that your girl? Is that your girlfriend there?
Oh,
if I were you, Artie, I would start doing something. Big laugh that I fucking teed up for Mr. I got a beard now. My last appearance there, I couldn't muster up a little. How you doing, buddy? Couldn't muster it up, could you? You're mad. You're mad because you were fucking our intern on $1 billion cash. Sorry, you can't have fun. Yeah, what's up, Artie? How's Norm? All right, buddy. Yeah, all right, buddy. Yeah, here's this guy. Yeah. This guy's a joke writer. He's in beer league. Yes, because how's that going for you? You make any money off that? Right. Yeah, how's Norm? He's doing good. Commercial, bye. I try to say here's Norm over the loud band, and Howard always had that on the money. And Howard was that's what was great about Howard. He would tell you about an appearance. He would say what happens to all the bands is playing. All right. Okay. I see in the thing there. It's so distracting. But nobody cares. Doesn't say nobody cares. Dan thinks his job is more important than mine, so that's why he continues to do it. He just has no respect for what I'm doing here. He thinks I'm just talking. It's a quarter a day. Is everything right?
Yeah.
Well, I have to know what you were checking.
I took a drink of water.
No, you didn't. You were looking at something.
No, I didn't.
I took a drink of water. Put the water in front of you. I mean, we're not taking a drink of water.
Yes, I was. What are you talking about?
It was so different. What are you getting so mad about? Calm
Because that's
down.
what I was doing.
Dan, you were looking at that thing we paid $11,000 for. What? I mean,
No,
you
I
can't
was
sit in
not.
it for 30 seconds. You can't leave it alone. For 30 seconds. I know it's big and black, but leave it alone.
Can't leave it alone.
Can't leave it alone. It's big black. You know, it's a metaphor. We're good, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're good.
And I sense sarcasm in the word good, but okay, I'll go. You know, there's broads who you sometimes you can't trust. Like they might make something up. He said, you said, eh. Then before you know it, you're Hitler. I'm telling you, something happened with Hitler and abroad. Something. 6 million fucking Jews. 6 million rabbis named Sapperstein couldn't finish their fucking sermon because they were pulled out and tattooed with 8 numbers and a fucking red cross or yellow, whatever the fuck it was. By the way, Robin Williams, an underrated film, plays a clown. Jacob the Clown, how annoying. Jacob the Clown, they left in references he made to, I think, Flip Wilson. At some point, Jacob the Clown's just riffing, and they couldn't cut it. And like it's 1944 Auschwitz, and he's trying to cheer up a fucking kid who's covered in shit from hiding in the toilet with Flip Wilson references. He's doing Geraldine. I'm Geraldine. Oh, Jacob, do Geraldine. Just Jacob is an angel. You're like the angel of your Passover. Do Geraldine. I'm Geraldine. Oh, that's so funny, Jacob. That's so funny. You're making us forget we're about to be burned alive.
Oh, God.
You're making us forget Dr. Mengler's going to give my son he's going to give my son a tracheotomy without any propofol. Oh, on this day, we will give your son a tracheotomy because he is part of the Jewish race, the race of evil. And I will get my nurse to hand me the scalpel. And if she refuses to hand Dr. Mengler a scalpel, she will be sent to the Luftwaffe. She will be kicked out of a plane by Lex Marshal Gearing, who is second only to the Führer. He will be wearing a powder blue Nazi uniform. He likes your powder blue for some reason. He also wants to know if you have a son, a 12-year-old. Shut up, Clink. They just I wanted them. Schindler's List an episode of Hogan's Heroes. How great would that be? They mix them. That's the new assignment. You got to go with that, John. See, John's a comedy writer. We're trying to give him assignments. We'll tell you about his assignment that he hit it out of the park with this later. But yeah, think Dangerfield and fucking millennials. But oh god, that's great. Shut up, Clink.
I need to save my work. Oh god!
The list is life. Oh. I said the list is life, Hogan.
Where's the list? I know nothing. I see nothing.
Okay, Hogan, make me a hinge.
Okay, LeBeau, this is how we're gonna do it.
I am here from the front office. Where is Liam Neeson? We hear Liam Neeson's list is very impressive too. Oh, I told you not to sell them another Jew. Oh, I could have had one more Jew. I could have bought this ring, could have bought a Jew. This ring was one more person, this fucking ring. Don't hide in here. This is our hiding place. Hogan, my son is in a bucket of shit. Well, Colonel, I said to him, you have to, Bob Crane, the smoothest guy ever, the fucking most grotesque. There's a scene in the movie Autofocus, which is a well-done film, but not, to make any money. It's about Bob Crane. Now, I guess anybody under 70 is not going to know. There was a show called Hogan's Heroes that was a moderate success for the late 60s, early 70s. If an episode of Big Bang Theory approaches to be as funny or half as funny as a Hogan's Heroes, that's news. Call CNN. That would be news. That would make the scroll. It would say Big Bang Theory episode half as funny as any Hogan's Hero. Okay? And talk about over the top. There's a guy named Werner Klemperer on there. The entire time he has a monocle, a cane, a Nazi suit, just keeps going, woo! A tough sell. A young Richard Dawson before he got the Family Feud fortune. Just making every wise ass English comment in the back. A black guy, they found an articulate black guy. They have the whitest black guy. It's the whitest black guy. Really. This is pre-Red Fox, and he's whiter than... Listen, you damn it. Tell Hogan you gotta... No, I'm coming to Georgia. I'm coming to Georgia. I'll be the one with the big fat Nazi helmet. Oh, I got an articulate dummy for... I got an articulate dummy for son. He's in a 1966 I'm about Nazi. The motherfucker talk better than Tom Brokaw. He talks white, if you know what I mean. Knock, knock, wink, wink. Hit the dummy. Hey, you, black guy, Hogan's hero. Why'd you son with that stupid act? Take this dough, go inside the mess hall and make gorilla cookies. Stick your face in the dough and make gorilla cookies. Oh, God. Your mother Esther's an ugly mother, son of a bitch. Your mother Esther looked like... What if the black guy just went, watch it, sucker. Watch it, sucker. Watch it, clink. You sucker. Yeah, this is Nurse Wervenhall. She's like the hottest chick ever. This is Nurse Bommenberger. Oh, God, that would be great. Schindler's List and Hogan's Heroes together. Schindler's Heroes. Oh, no, Hogan's List is better.
Well, that was a much different list.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. It's more like the 50 funniest comedians. Assis Ansari, Daniel Keatson. I said, who is Daniel Keatson? Tignataro? Knock, knock, Hogan. Who is it? It is Tignataro. She has no shirt on. Hey, there seems to be something missing there. She had your cancer? Do you remember her I Have Cancer set at Largo? Janine Garofalo. Have you seen your truth about your cats and your dogs?
Oh, God.
That's the most underrated comedy in the history of the movies. She is very sardonic. She has a great bit where she says name of movie that is dumb plot. Like the movie Speed. She kills me with this one. Speed. That's plausible. And then she rolls the eyes. We are so hysterical in tobacco. We were going to put a little round face in the oven, but we couldn't do it.
Oh, God.
We had Mengele remove her funny bone. I hear they taped the live Stairway to Heaven in her at one of her shows. That's why the line, does anybody remember laughing? We taped Stairway to Heaven live 42 minutes into a Janine Garofalo show. And that's why out of nowhere Plant yelled out, does anybody remember your laughter? Why I'm still doing a German accent, I have no idea. Werner Kempfer. Oh, God, that's funny. Oh, is that funny? Hogan's List. Schindler's Heroes. Oh my God, Schultz. Schultzy. Schultz is life. I would like some German cigarettes. Anyway, what was the story? Oh,
Adrian.
Joker's doughy hands. So, Adrian tells me this guy just said, I notice her crying. We leave the front row, and I notice Adrian crying. And I go, what happened? And she goes, the guy said something, I can't even repeat it. Now here's where the thing that Pryor said, I don't know why bitches always complain they got half the money and all the pussy. This is where you hit that phrase and you think about it. Now, maybe she wasn't getting enough attention. Maybe she wanted more attention. Maybe she just wanted to prove to the world that she can do something like this. She says to me, the guy with the cop mustache, whatever, said something so terrible I can't even repeat it. To this day, this was when we first started dating. This is May of 2009. To this day, it is now March of 2017. Holy shit. It is nearly 8 years later. Holy shit. Than World War II. I know. Exactly. I still, to this day, don't know what the guy said. But she was crying. And, you know, where I come from, we're all stupid. And we have to do something about that. So I say, fuck this. So now she goes, no, don't do anything. Another classic move. I'm choosing to believe her, but another guy, no, don't do anything. Come on, please.
I know.
And I go, you know, I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm drunk. And I'm saying something. Fuck it. Joker hears this. Now, Joker, you got to remember, Joker is one of the most, he's the most street smart person I think I've ever known. Just really, my father loved him because he was so street smart and just a good guy and tough. And he's always been a guy who I've loved and who I've known him since we were, you know, little kids. And he goes, what's the problem? And I explain what's going on. He goes, don't say anything, because he wanted to make sure I didn't get in trouble because like I'm the C-list celebrity that he knows. And I got the tickets. So he goes, I'll say something. Point him out. I go, Agent. Come here. Listen, let me tell you something. I don't know where you come from. You come from a town with, you know, everybody has a dentist who's your father. Okay? Listen, if you point the guy out to Mike, a train will leave a station that you cannot get back. If you point the guy out to Mike, let me explain something to you. This is not like a hoity-toity, you're out having wine coolers. This is not a frat party where a black guy came once and you called the police.
Oh God!
This is a Springsteen concert. All the people right here were not born in the 80s. We do not have compassion for anybody. We make hate speech. We judge. We're racist. We gamble and say racial things when Warren Moon throws an interception. I remind her that the first night we went out, we had a glorious time, and a guy recognized me at brunch at the W here. He said, Artie, man, I'm a big fan. If you ever need a bookie, give me a call. And Adrian said, what's a bookie? And I explained to her what a bookie was. And I said, you might be the one. She goes, what's and she goes, you've dated girls who know what a bookie is? I said, I've dated girls who are bookies. So unless you get me a good line on the Astro game, shut up! She was a doll. Should have married her. She was a doll. Sometimes a girl holds up a bag of heroin and says, choose me or her. And every time, every time I'll probably choose a heroin. But I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have. I want to sing Always on My Mind by Elvis Presley. Maybe I didn't hold you as much as I held heroin. That's it, I nod off. So she goes, no big deal. So she looks over my shoulder right at the guy. Joker, street smart, lasers on him like a lizard. And of course now he knows who the guy is. It's obvious who the guy is. So I'm like, oh my God. I said, Age, he hasn't even sung Backstreets yet. And the rest of my night is making sure Joker doesn't give that guy a tracheotomy. Okay, next to the asshole guy, Mr. Asshole Face, next to him is a big fucking jacked up Guido, roided out Guido, who could be, it's probably the bouncer at Buns Ain't No Bakery. Who turns out in this story to be the greatest guy. Of course, a huge Styne fan goes, oh, yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'll take care of him. But now I get mad. Because the other guy didn't do anything to be a nice guy. Now I get fucking mad. So I go, no, we're not leaving till that guy apologizes to my girlfriend. Okay? And, he's like, really? I go, yeah, now I'm mad. This has to happen. Because why are you being a good guy? Okay. And now Joker, here's what I want. Again, a mistake. Because now he's not leaving till we contract gets negotiated. So, we settle up. At the end, we go. The guy ends up saying, "I'm sorry, Adrian," and the big jacked up guy says, "Artie, are we clear? I'm so sorry." I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Can you sign my book?" I signed his ticket. He was a nice guy, and they left. The guy was still being there. Okay, everything is settled up. The big guy got him to do it. He's being incredibly nice. Adrian might be doing one of those things hot chicks do. They casually lie and start a war.
Yes.
Hitler, I'm telling you. Some chick blew him off for a Jewish guy. What do you mean you're going out with Haim? What do you mean? I painted you a landscape. Well, Haim's a better landscape painter. Haim's a better landscape painter. Where does Haim live? Oh, Poland. Oh, yeah. That town where there's enough room to build a big oven? Oh, God. I'll get you. Who else would go along with this? Oh, that fat fuck I went to art school with. Gehring, he hates everybody. Who's the guy I used to get boys for? Yes, Gehring. Cut to him on the phone. Yes, Herman, we'll go. I'll get them to make you a powder blue suit. And I could be charged Luftwaffe. Yes, you know I always love to fly, but the weight never allows me. We'll be fine. We'll get you on all the rides. Who else? Doctor. Yes, it's Adolf. Yes. No, anesthesia. Who needs that? It's an added expense. And of course, there's some people, like most people probably were grossed out by the plan to kill 6 million people, you know. And, you know, he at the end goes, of course I'm kidding. Of course it's a joke. What, are you kidding? I don't want genocide. What, am I, an asshole? I got you. He was like the original Jerky Boys. I got you. Hey, it's me, Ed Rizzo. Do you want me to bring my fucking tools? Hey, it's me. What the German Egyptian, the German magician. Yeah, the German magician. Yes. So anyway, come over. We killed 6 million Jews. Huh? Got you. The turn. Of course, I'm kidding. What are you nuts? What do you think I'm? What am I? Got something on a jerk off? Do you know anywhere where I can buy knee-high white socks? Yes, I love Groucho's films. I'm going to change my look. Do you have animal crackers? So yeah. So that again, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Again, everything's fine. She stopped crying. I missed Backstreets.
Oh, good.
And missed Trapped.
Twice.
Fucking Florida Marlins. I lose my mind, and my girlfriend gets out on the terrace. One tells me she had an abortion. I tell you, Zuma Beach. I can't fucking the prom. I can't rob the bank together. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do anymore. I just want to hear Backstreets. So okay, big Guido guy signed. Now we're actually friends. We might hang out together. I don't know. And Joker, though, is not satisfied. Is Joker satisfied? No, not with this result. So as the big Guido guy leaves, everything's fine. Adrian stops crying. The asshole guy never said anything starts to leave. He walks by Joker. Joker's looking at me. The guy's walking towards him. He walks by Joker, and by accident, he hits Joker's shoulder. Like just a tap. I'm like, oh, my God. What happened? And Joker looks at him like this, gets right next to him. I know what's going to happen. I get between them. I didn't realize the reach he had was Kevin McHale. Joker with a cigarette in his hand, with a lit Marlboro Red inside, by the way, 2009. And he opens his hand somehow. The cigarette does a 180. And is now facing this way, and he gives the guy an open hand right across me, suction cup slap, like he suction cups the guy's face. You just hear, and like bone cracking, like he broke the guy's nose, and because he's just the best fighter ever, burns him with the cigarette at the same time.
Oh God!
It looked like Ash Wednesday. It looked like burnt cigarette Wednesday. Yeah, again, a street fighter like you've never seen. Just that Joker, this big 250-pound white doe of an Irishman, just a big Irish, unmovable object, and he just like. We almost needed the jaws of life to get out. The guy didn't even consider fighting back. He was screaming.
Oh, God.
He was screaming. And I get Joker's hand off. It was like, I can't get your hand off his face. This Joker's hand is covered in Heineken and weed and blow and Marlboro Lights and 35 years of being Irish. In a blue-collar town. He used to call his father Flatty Addy. Because he had a flat ass. His name was Adam Flatty Addy. And he had a big Buick Electra that we called the Anchor because it was big. And so he would say, I got Flatty Addy's Anchor. He used to call his mother Mary, Short and Hairy.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
We'd go out on a Friday and go, Mary, Short and Hairy, we're going to Grovel. If we're not home at 12, tread out for us. She'd be like, okay, Mike, bye. Kid lives in a mansion right now in Madison, New Jersey. That's a happy ending. I will not tell you how he does. Cut his hair, parted on the side, with a blonde hair and blue eyes, like little Lord Fauntleroy. It's all about perception, baby. It's all about perception. And I love seeing him. I love seeing him so happy. So I got the suction cup hand off the guy. And the guy, I thought the guy was going to do something. Mr. Tough Guy, he was like, ah! He turned into a cheerleader. He has Joker's handprint on him right now. He looks like Siegfried in the White Tiger. Oh, the White Tiger! We didn't realize it was Siegfried and Roy. Cut to the happiest ending, too. The big Guido guy laughing his ass off. He knows the guy's an asshole. And then here's the kicker. Here's where I love Adrian so much. She was the light of my life. I made such a mistake with you and some others, but you especially. Just great. In the corniest poem ever, she had green eyes. I said, if heaven had lights at traffic lights, the green would be the color. But whatever, you get it. Who am I, Oliver Wilde? Who am I, Olivia Wilde? Yeah. So she looks at me and she goes, "Why did he do that?"
Oh, God.
I said, "Listen, Adrian, get in the car. Get in the fucking car. Get in the car. And do not look on the passenger seat before you sit down because there might be a bootleg CD that has Backstreets on it." She was a doll. Yeah, why'd he do that? I don't know. Because you told us Fruity McGee over there said something. The guy ran away like Mary Poppins. What the fuck did he say? Oh, that's so fucking funny, man. The one hand, the open hand. Another kid, Frankie DeRogatis, who was a good friend of mine. Again, Frankie, another friend of mine since childhood, an amazing guy. Loyal. A great fighter, another amazing street smart kid. He's got a very successful sales guy too. Just one of those guys who don't need college to do sales. He's just a great bullshitter. He's smart as hell and street smart as hell. And Frankie is the best street fighter I've ever seen. Maybe Frankie he'll fight anybody. And we're going to see. Okay, so now Joker and Frankie together, bad combination because a fight's going to happen. They might fight each other. We're going. It's 1987. We're going to see the group Boston in concert. Okay. When I tell you Boston was not electric on stage, you know how people run around? Boston made the Eagles look like In Sync. They just had their they could have just played the album. Every 4 hours, every 2 hours, the guy goes, yo! Right. Guys in New Jersey. So we had to go across. John, you might remember this. If you go to Nets games, you had to walk across Route 3 on this big stable thing, and you were all. It was I think it got put out because of a fire hazard. People were dying in it. They were like 600-pound life on their way to Outson, and the station wagon, no air conditioning, like really, and tensions were short.
It was like the last walk at Auschwitz.
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. And so I go to see Journey. It's me, my friend Goof. Long story. My friend, to this day, Goof thinks his name is that because he goofs on people. It's not. That's not why. Anyway. So it's Goof, Joker, and Frankie, and me, and we're going to see, and we take my father's handicap van because we could drink, or the amount of drinking in the van. I can't even tell you. So we're in that thing, Cattle, sold out show, and it is like we're in the middle of it, and a guy bumps into Joker again. Just bumps into him. Just bumps into a guy. We're in a cattle rod thing. He by mistake bumped into Mike. Okay, Frankie, I guess, was going through fight withdrawals, so he sees the guy bump into Joker. Joker looks right behind him and goes, "You see that, Frank?" And Frank goes like this with his can. Frank goes this with his beer bottle. Goes from holding it like this to like this with the neck.
Yeah.
Pours out the last like half of it. Puts it down by his side. So now he has this. Okay. Now he has a lethal weapon. Now he's looking at 15 years. Okay. Joker goes, "Did you see that?" Now me and Goof are like the anti this. I'm like, oh my god, Goof, what's gonna happen? The guy's a nice guy. Whatever he's wearing, like go Montclair, and like a college rah rah. Frank said rah rah fag, which is a nickname. And Joe goes, "You see that?" Frankie goes, "I got him." He has already sized him up. He's already made his Coors Light bottle. Within a millisecond, he's already turned a Coors Light bottle into a object that could get him 15 years in the state penitentiary. He puts it down by his side like this, holding the neck. It's empty, and he goes, "I got him." Looking right at him, which means he knows exactly where to hit him. Frankie claimed, and I'm not going to say what he claimed. I'm not going to say it. They might, I don't know. He might know his garbage man. Okay. He was Italian. Put it out from Jersey. He had a lot of theories on where to hit certain groups of people to make them.
Oh, God.
All right, listen, let's take a break. Filato, what is the point? Back a program. Charlie Rose here. Yeah, my Charlie Rose impression all over the internet. Supposedly some of the crew leaked out some pictures. I knew they would. I said, "Well, guys, I don't know. He had a disease. I just thought he looked droopy." Apparently he had a brain tumor, like pressure on the eyes or something. And I didn't know that. I just thought he was droopy. And Judd, I said to Judd on air, on the show, because Judd was filling in for him. That's the premise of the whole thing. And I go, "I can do my Charlie Rose impression." He goes, "Let's see it." And I went,
Oh, God.
I closed my eyes and made this sound. Blah, 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 blah. The awkward stares from Pete and Judd. They said, "Well, aren't you think you're edgy? You're actually just an asshole." I go, "Edgy? No. What do you got?" I go, "No. What happened? He had he had a disease. He had a brain tumor." That was like there was an effeminate guy who ran you remember Lucian Holt, who ran the comic strip. You know who he was?
Yeah.
He died of lupus.
Right.
He died of Lucian. His name was Lucian, died of lupus. It was almost like Lou Gehrig's disease. He almost died of a disease by coincidence. Was named after him. Like that old hacky joke, like Lou Gehrig died of Lou Gehrig's disease. Well, what are the odds of that? Something. And I'm hoping there's a Lou Whitaker disease. Yes, I'm hoping. So let's go beat a black second baseman in Detroit. So what were we talking about?
Charlie Rose.
Charlie Rose. No, that wasn't it. It was something else. I was doing my droopy Charlie Rose impression, and that's offensive. So I was just going to War Pigs, right? War Pigs. All right. To me, this has become the new, like the blues riff, where if you want to like sing a blues song, in improv classes have it. Like they go, "I was coming down from my colon town. My wife's asshole was looking brown, so I went down to Tuna Town." Actually, that's the funniest thing I ever made up here. I've never been that funny. I'll tell you why. Because immediately, the dick lick effeminate fucking improv instructors that I came up with, political correctness just airing its ugly head. As soon as I said my wife's asshole was looking about cut, Artie, come on. Man. Who's going to laugh at that? Who's going to laugh at that, Art? Nobody. Nobody's going to laugh at that. I wouldn't laugh at that. I wouldn't laugh at that. Let's see you do it. Okay, I'll do it. Do you remember? You don't even know my name, Professor Fagowitz. No. It's Flamowitz. Professor Get Slamdowitz? No. Not Get Slamdowitz. No one thinks you're funny. Okay, ready? Do the riff. Da-da-da-da. We're going to the musical. Da-da-da-da. Well, the day, I can only describe it as beautiful. Da-da-da-da. I just haggled for a good room in Rome. Da-da-da-da. Some guy named Dan Filato got the sweats and ran out of town.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, come on. That's
Kit Kat
funny.
boy.
That's funny. Dan, by the way, the dynamic going on here, Dan gets mad at anybody who gets close to me. And I think Dan gets so depressed. I got some good news from my career. I can't share it with you. But I said it, and Dan, for a millisecond, it takes all the energy you can muster to be happy for me. He's like, "Oh, it's great. It's everything you've always expected. Everything you've always dreamed of."
Oh, because then I became Charles Nelson Riley.
Everything you've always dreamed of. Not me, though. I don't get it, do I? You know what, Art? When you leave to go officially start that new thing, that new opportunity, do you think you'll have enough towels? Do you mind if you need more towels, you just give me a thumbs up? Just say, Danny, good one. As I was washing off your tears, I'm drying off I shower in Dan's tears. Hey, Art, how's the water pressure? How's the water pressure from my tears? Should I just lay down and be the mat? Should I lay down and be the cock welcome mat? I just want people to know I did your towels that morning. That's all I care about. And as you're gone and I'm making your voodoo doll. Dan does a little play with the voodoo dolls. Hey, look, it's the Judd voodoo doll. Hey, Art, good job today. Maybe we'll get a second season. Yeah. Hey, did you have enough towels this morning? Go Cubbies. Again, Dan, that type of Chicago fan. The 108 years of the Cubs. Nothing. No wins. And then they win. Everybody's behind you. Turns out a Jewish guy in a suit did it. Theo Epstein. Mark Grace, I would have checked for horns. I believe.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh, you got horns on you? I was the best hit in Arkansas. I live with the Disco Demolition dude. He's a few years older. But if some of the ladies try to steal something, he's on top of it. He's on top of it. He makes sure they got an IUD in there.
Oh, God.
Yeah, no one's having another little Grace but me. What? Dan, it's genetically impossible. No, it's not. I've been working in the basement. I'm going to have Mark Grace's kid. WGN was interrupted today with a transmission. Harry Carey took the assailant out. Hi! What the hell's your problem? Hey, Fruity McTootie. You can't have a kid with a dude. Mark Gracie, what are you? I've tried that before. Bitches have tried to freeze my cub, and like when I have my way with them at the apartment on Rush Street. Yeah, I rent a little, right above IO's rehearsal space. That's Improv Olympic. Just right above Improv Olympics rehearsal space. That's where I go to town. That's where Harry lays some. That's where I keep my workshop. Well, you know what I'm saying? That's where, yeah. That's where, I'll tell you, a lot of little carriers could come out of it. Here's what these bitches do. What Dan does, he freezes Mark's cum. And then he melts it and tries to impregnate himself. It doesn't work. You need the ovaries. And I tell you, I've kicked many a bitch down IO stairs. There'll be a, I remember one time, Amy Poehler and Tina Fey were the female version of Scarface. Supervised the whole thing. It was so impressive. She said, hey, listen, I'm making all the right connections. What are you waiting for me to fuck you? Fly, Pelican, fly. Is this what being rich is all about? Fucking, sucking. Yeah, Tina was doing all that shit. And the only thing that's similar, the only thing that's staying the same from Tina's Scarface to the old Scarface is Robert Loggia. He plays himself. Quite frankly, I think he's sexually attracted to Tina. Well, I was sexually attracted to both of them. And Loggia found out the hard way. Hey, Rob. Great job today. Did you yell at somebody in a gruff Italian accent? Loved you in a twist of Jagged Edge. I'll tell you, you hit it out of the park in Jagged Edge. I said, this movie's great. How could it be greater? And then that gutter snipe horse face Glenn Close. I mean, who marries sex with a bitch named Glenn? Because they're least sexy. Oh, Harry. Oh, Glenn. Oh, Glenn. Hey, Glenn. It's not doing it for me. I can't. I'm receding like a turtle. It's not doing it for me, bitch. You need a name. It's the name Glenn. I'm telling you. And the fact that you look like a Glenn. You look like John Glenn. You look like Glenn Close Rice. Yeah, she can act and she's got a hell of a three-pointer. Hey, Glenn Close Rice. How about Glenn Chinchilli, or what's the kid's name? Glenn Scarpelli? The weirdo kid from One Day at a Time. Remember that weirdo? Glenn Scarpelli, you know what I'm talking about? From One Day at a Time?
They found him on the windowsill, I think.
Do you know?
I don't know.
Google Glenn Scarpelli, One Day at a Time. He's a weird-looking person. I think he was 98 when he was like playing 13, one of those guys. He's like a cuter Mario. But odd-looking. Odd-looking.
Oh, okay. I know who he is. Yeah.
You know who he is, right?
Yeah.
You had to have his poster. Hey, Glenn! Yeah. There's the guy from Disco Demolition inside there. That doll kid. Well, the kid who works with doll. What the fuck is he doing in there? He's been in the I.O. for a while. He's going to be in the fucking ER. Yeah. He's going to have my fist in his face. By the way, 3-2 pitch to Sandberg. Hey, Stoney, I'm done doing all the work here. You Stoney the jabroni. That's what I'm calling you, Stoney the jabroni. Of course, it's Ash Wednesday, kids. I call it Cash Wednesday. I buy ashes and I pay the kids enough to go to church. I just keep my ashes from my Pall Malls. Hey, kid, you want ashes without having to wait in line in church and have a guy blow you?
Oh, God.
Hey, Father Kincaid. I got another one for you. Have you filled your gullet with kid cum yet?
Oh, God.
Hey, I got a message from the church. I was a courier for a while. Hey, Father Kincaid, yeah, listen. When you, this is right from the Archbishop. When you get done fucking every kid in Chicago, let us know. We'll move you to Boston.
Yeah.
When you get done fucking every kid in Boston, let us know. We'll move you to Harrisburg. When you get done fucking every kid in Harrisburg, let us know. We'll make you the defensive coordinator for Penn State. Whoa, hike! I'll tell you, I got to get that bitch that Sandusky's married to. Doesn't hear a goddamn thing.
Yeah, no kidding.
Doesn't hear a goddamn thing, that bitch. He's a good friend of mine. He told me, I say you're still raping the kids? I was talking to Paterno over at the Aspen Comedy Festival. Yeah, he's doing state of the business with Patton Oswalt. Him and Andy Kindler have a 2-man show. It's called Paterno and Kindler. And what happens is Kindler rapes a kid and Paterno pretends not to see it.
Oh, God.
He's got no lines. Yeah. And then Marley Matlin is playing Sandusky's wife. Yeah. I see a correlation there. But I got to get that wife of his. She doesn't hear nothing. Let me ask you this. I'll give you a sort of an estimate here on this. I'm gonna make a tape. Play the Little Missus this tape and see if she would hear this in the basement. Hey, floppy tits, get Daddy another hot dog. Hey, AIDS whore. Hey, you got it, Sonny. You're going to be good at life. You got to think HIV positive. Would you hear any of these? Like, is that a fucking afro? Well, they're not all bad. Sandberg is what? He's not a Jew. He's a Sephardic Jew. What do you mean I'm anti-Semitic? That's bullshit. Just because I have a back, Jew be good stick? That means you in Spanish. Jew be good stick. I misspelled it. Yeah, we're having my cousin's bat mitzvah above the Texaco station. Yeah, it's a lot of celebrities coming to me and Stoney. Yeah, we're going to have a little bit of a group night tonight. And a lot of kids are coming in. It's going to be called, yep, that's right. You meet Michael Jackson for 4.5 weeks. We funnel you right into them. That's a human sex trade dating here, Wrigley. Oh, God. Ronnie Santos, a tribute to him. Everyone with no legs gets in for free. Oh. It's standing room only. Oh. If you can somehow stand with no legs in honor of Ronnie Santos, who of course lost both legs to diabetes. What's that word, diabetes? He lost both legs to the Abbotts. Who are the Abbotts? Are they a family here? The Abbotts. Who are the Abbotts? Diabetes? Yeah, I like red beets. I love it. A favorite disease. Don't know if a Twinkie will kill you or save your life. Day to day. Yeah, fuck off. Fuck off and die. Hey, is there enough saliva on my lower lip? I'd like to make everybody gross out. Hey, Stoney, there's a reservoir of lip juice all over your fucking back. All over your neck, Stoney. I'll tell you, I get a lot of lip juice going when I say Rado. Sandberg. Sandman. Sandick. What? I stopped myself. I'll tell you, I let a couple F-bombs go the other night in St. Louis. I'll tell you, Joe Buck wrote a book. Apparently he's addicted to hair plugs. I said, Jesus Christ, Joe. Can anyone think of something more faggier? Addicted to hair plugs. I think, Joe, God bless you, Joe, for being that much of a fucking... Oh, you're so evil. Hair plugs? What's he charging for that? His father, listen, you fruit. Hair plugs are all right. What the hell are you addicted to, you piece of shit? My brother's kid's a heroin addict. That kid's cool. Threw himself off a Marriott. Oh, God. You're addicted to hair plugs? You should get addicted to good hair. What the hell you got on your head there? You look, oh my God, look at that. It looks like a skunk with fucking, an albino skunk. And it stinks. The 3-2 to bombs. By the way, tonight on CBS, the CBS Sunday Night Movie, A Child's Rage, the Joe Buck story. Find out what happens when you go bald at 19 and you realize you're doing like your daddy did and you got to be in front of the camera every night for the next 50 fucking years. And you're next to Troy Aikman, who's quite a looker with the lady. That's what I fucking hear. So you gotta get hair plugs. What happens? You're addicted to hair plugs. This is a rare problem. It's like being addicted to Rob Lowe movies. This is a rare problem. Miss Cheesecake is in the studio today. Miss Cheesecake outside of St. Louis, the Miss Cheesecake Factory, not the Cheesecake Factory, the Miss Cheesecake Factory. They always bring in a bathing beauty. This is Miss Charlie Cheesecake, and of course a piece of cheesecake. Well, they got a whole cheesecake here now. I love it. I love it. Bobby Costas in the booth with me. Yeah, you know, Jack, how about that Miss Cheesecake? Yeah, I'd like a piece of that right now. The O2 to Willie Montague. That's supposedly a true story. That when they were local in St. Louis, they had a promotion, Miss Cheesecake. And Miss Cheesecake came up in a bathing suit with a sash. Sash Wednesday. Miss Cheesecake. Miss Cheesecake brings up a cheesecake. Leaves it there. Leaves. The guy in the booth with him says, hey Jack, how about that Miss Cheesecake? Jack thought he said, how about that cheesecake? And Jack answered that question like this on an afternoon broadcast in the middle of the summer. Yeah, I'd like a piece of that right now. Second and the 3-2 count. What? Luis Aparicio. I'd like a piece of that right now. Can anything sound more old and like? Yeah. Sounds like Sandusky. Honey, what are you gonna do in the basement with Timmy? Is it Timmy? Yeah. Okay. What are you doing in the basement? We're gonna practice football. Oh, good. I'll be up here cooking some loud food. What are you gonna do? What are you going over today? Sliding. Oh, good. Yeah. How are you gonna teach him that? It's a concrete floor. Well, we're gonna make something on Timmy's body home plate. Oh, God. And I have to slide right into it. Oh, that sounds very technical. That sounds like something a girl wouldn't know anything about. I'm just a girl. Yeah, I thought you might like some music to cook to. Here's Metallica's live album. Metallica, that's not my thing. Stop it. That'll up your ass. Ride the lightning. Kill them all. I'd like a piece of that right now. All right, how long have we been talking for?
We're at like 53.
The board thing that we bought and I bought looks like a thermal-nuclear enclosures. You could like. You ever see the movie Face Off? With Face Off,
yes,
Nicolas Cage.
Travolta, right?
Yeah, in the beginning of
course, you
didn't know that Travolta, right? Is that a Travolta vehicle? I'll tell you, it's a great film. It's that Gook Woo, right?
Yep.
He proves he can go to the next. That Gook Woo. You know what I thought of? You know the guy Lou Pearlman, the guy who just died. What was the boy band guy?
Right.
Lou Poo Pusher Pearlman. I made that his nickname. Yeah. So what did I say?
The board Face Off.
Yeah. Oh, no, Face Off. Okay. In the beginning, Nicolas Cage, sets off a bomb, a thermonuclear bomb that's going to take out all of downtown LA. It looks exactly like that board. It's a thermonuclear. And again, I want to take votes on this. Did Dan scam me? Because he tells me it's $12,000, and we don't need it. We don't need it. I just turned gay. We don't need it. I don't think we need it, personally. Well, I want to just. My point was the new blues tune of improv is now War Pigs for me. Now listen how great this is. Now picture you're 6 years old, and your buddy's older cousin is supposed to watch you for an afternoon. You're taking a nap. You're 6. You and your friend Joey Lucido, nice kid. I think he's doing 3 to 5. No, he's a great guy, actually, Joey. And I think it was like, so here's how my buddy's older cousin, who was 16 at the time, chose to wake us up. This would be I'm 6 years old, 1973. So this was big. He woke us up with this song blaring. Go ahead. And you turn the lights out, we're going, ah! 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 Get up, faggots! What? We're fagging? You're fag. Get up! They want us to watch you. This is War Pigs. We weren't out of Vietnam yet. This is 2 chords. They became billionaires. Oh, I love this. This riff. I think they belted us to the bed. Ready? We're like, the music stopped. What happened? Oh, are we okay? We're all right now. The music stopped. The music stopped. We're all right.
Generals gathered in their masses. Just like witches, black masses.
Scares me now.
Witches, black masses.
Evil minds that plot destruction.
Oh my God!
Sorcerer of death and
Faggots! You fags up yet?
bodies burning.
Bodies are burning.
As the war machine keeps turning.
The war machine is turning.
Death and hatred.
Can we play wiffle ball? Where's my mother?
Brainwash my mind.
Shut up, fag. You gotta wash my car. I just bought a Skylark for $200, dude. We're going to fucking steal stereos. Then we're going to a head shop. We're going to a head shop in New York and you're watching the fucking car, faggot. Or the guy singing's gonna kill you and your family. Oh no! Is that Tony Iommi? Hi, I'm Geezer Butler. It's me, Geezer Butler. I'm gonna kill your family. Me and Ozzy are doing drugs right next door. Fucking great.
That's fantastic.
Man, oh God, those kids were so crazy. That's the one kid. Okay, the one kid stole the canoe.
Oh my God. Oh, he's a legend.
Yeah, well, he's dead. But he died the way you hold a baby in your hands. You hope that the baby lives till about 46, and steals a canoe, and is in and out of juvie halls and everything, and eventually dies from being raped by his prison cellmate, and gets AIDS and dies. He may or may not have gotten the best care. I think that's what happened. Wheels of ashes are destruction. Get up, fags. What are you talking about? The war machine keeps turning. Wait, play that again. We'll go out with this.
It's not Bill White. That's Bill White.
Bill White. Listen to this. Ozzy Osbourne's a joke now. He was the Prince of fucking Darkness. Him and Flavor Flav. Flavor Flav was like a really scary black guy who wore a big clock around his neck. He stole Big Ben. And then reality TV made them both jokes. Scott Disick is cooler. Rob Kardashian makes socks. Bruce Jenner's getting rid of his car. The guy who won the decathlon in 1976 is going to go to the doctor and get rid of his dick. It's 2017.
Generals crowds gather in their masses.
Guys like to eat other guys' asses. You can't get a show on Bravo. You gotta be a fucking homo. If you act like a man used to, you'll be on a podcast in your couch in Hoboken. This year's James Caan and Clint Eastwood is Neil Patrick Harris in his hood.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
Rolling Stone said Paula Poundstone is funnier than Doug Stanhope. That's the bullshit they're trying to sell. And the seasons are he's funnier than Dave Attell. Slow down. They say Tig Notaro's act is killer, and funnier than that guy Dennis Miller. We like guys who are as funny as Zach Braff. I think we've all heard our last fucking laugh. All right, Bob. That's fucking great. That's fucking great. They judge by his ears and how many people he that follow. And then, well, you'll never hear again from funny people like Nick DiPaolo. Oh. They're about as funny as people who went to the business school of Wharton. And they've never eaten shit like Jim Norton. Oh, God, that's great. Oh, man. Yeah. If you're funny, this ain't the business to be in. Just ask that genius Colin Quinn. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. We got to do that. That's how we should open up the New York Comedy Festival. Oh, that's unbelievable. If you follow, the Upright Citizens Brigade will lead. While they ban Math Gilbert Gottfried. Comedy's gun is out of bullets and they can't pull the trigger. While Gilbert Gottfried's yelling out after America. Oh, my God. Don't worry, this nightmare will end tomorrow. When you hear a knock at the door and it ain't Tig Notaro. Knock, knock, it's Richard Pryor. Just kidding. It's
John Cryer.
John Cryer. Oh, that's good. Okay, wait, let's do the whole thing. Knock, knock, it's Richard Pryor. Ta-da. Just kidding, assholes. I'm John Cryer. Do you want to sponsor me to become a friar? Well, Jeff Ross ain't no liar. The situation's fucking dire. Artie Yang, can you help me? He said no, he's tired. Comedy's on the way out because Mike Machete's got the gout. He's still recovering from a moderate heart attack. while on stage goes hack after hack. Oh, that's great. Hacky safe laughter's churning. While Estes wheels are turning. All right, I'm done. You want to say anything, John? Anything at all? The plugs or?
At Johnny Styne.
At Johnny Styne, baby.
Yeah, that's spelled Styne because there is no.
Hey, well, Johnny's a good guy. And a friend of the show, and a very talented, actually a surveyor of comedy. He is. And Dan, great job with John Cryer. Okay, take care, Brisha. Take care, why not brush your hair?
Check out Artie's YouTube and Facebook page, youtube.com/ArtieQuitter and facebook.com/ArtieQuitter.
Mr. fucking Cub fan over here. Hey, the Cubs win the World Series 108 years. Electricity wasn't discovered yet. 108 years. Thomas Edison was in grade school. 108 years. And this is a typical Chicago gutter sniper. 2 days later, Dan's going, fucking Northwestern. What? Fucking Northwestern? You should be next to Rizzo getting a blowjob still. Mark Grace did that without even winning. A doctor recently told me that if I